Hello everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Swati and in this video we are going to talk about Docker, what Docker is, why is it used, what problems it is solving, and then we'll see how we can Dockerize a Spring Boot application by creating a Docker file, and then the Docker file will create an image that will run in a container. So now let's go ahead with the video and see what Docker is. So what is Docker? Well, Docker is a tool that helps us to manage the applications by packaging them into lightweight containers that can be easily built, that can be easily shared and managed. So before we get into the details of it, let us first see what are the problems that Docker is solving and what were the things before Docker came into being, so that we can understand exactly why Docker is being used and what are the issues that it is solving. Let's say there is a developer A who has created an application in a language, let's say Java, and so now he wants to share his application to his colleague so that he can contribute to the project, or he can check if there are some corrections to be made or some changes needs to be done to make the application perform more better or look more better. Okay, so the problem with shipping here directly is that all the dependencies or all the configurations of the project that A has in his system, is not necessary that B will have the same configurations or the same dependencies included into his own system. So maybe if he has created the Java application, then the version of Java that he is using is 17. So he may not have 17, he may have a higher version or he may have a lower version. Also, if all the dependencies or all the configurations that he is using, if he is using a database, then maybe he doesn't have a database, so he has to install the database into his system to make the application work perfectly into his system and all the other things. So this is a very time consuming and a very unpreferred approach, because this will throw a lot of errors, because the variables in his machine, the OS configurations, etc., may be different. If he's using Windows and this person is using a Linux system or a Mac, then too the application will throw issues because it will not run exactly the way it is running in its application. And also he has to install a lot of things if all the things used in his application is not there into his machine. So this approach was used, but this approach is not very useful, because this takes a lot of time and this takes efforts and also a lot of space into the system if you have to install a few things. So one of the ways that you can use is virtualization. So if you think that okay, I can use a virtual machine to do the problems, to solve the problem, then okay, I'll upload my things in a virtual machine and then run the application. Virtualization is okay if the application is, the size is small, that is, it's not a very big application, then okay, you can use the virtualization to run your application or to manage your application or to do the changes, etc. But if the application is bulky, if it's large, if it's a lot of things are going on in the application, then virtualization is not preferred. Why? Because virtualization runs on top of your operating system, so it takes up the operating system space, it takes up the RAM, it takes up the resources, etc. So virtualization is not preferred in approaches because it takes up the entire resource of your system. So this will make your OS slower, this will take up this space into, this will take up the space in your OS, and this will make your system slow. So if you are working simultaneously on some other project, or if you are working with some other thing and you let the virtualization handle this project, then you may lag behind because your OS will perform slow because of the memory and the spaces given to the virtual machine that is running this application, right? And this is bulky, so, and this takes up a lot of space. So this is not a preferred approach for applications with a larger size. So here Docker came into the picture. That is, if you are creating an application here and now the application needs to be given to some other person, or needs to go for testing, or needs to go for to go to the ops team to deploy or any other thing, then in that scenario, instead of waiting to manually do everything, what we can do is to create a Docker image out of it. So how does Docker came into the picture? You had the classic problem of okay, this works on my machine, and this if I have to ship it to some other machine, then it's not important, or it's not 100% sure that the same thing will run on the other person application as well, or the other person system as well. So Docker said ki, okay, this runs on your machine, no problem. What I'll do is I'll ship your machine only. So what it will do, this will create an image by using the Docker file into your application. That you will create a Docker file in your application, and that Docker file will have all the configurations required to run the application perfectly in some other system. So if you have a Docker file into your application, then that Docker file will have the configurations required to run this application. And then if this, after creating a Docker image, then the Docker image will run in a container, and you can easily share that image to anyone you want. So this is the problem that Docker solved. That is the classic problem. It works on my machine. That is okay. Works on your machine. Ship your machine. Create an image, and using a Docker file, and that image will run in a container, and then you can easily share that image to anyone you want. And if that person or if that system has Docker installed into it, then this machine will this image will work perfectly with the Docker configuration, because it will include all the configurations needed to run the application. All right. So this was the issue Docker solved, that is running the application independent of any operating system. So now we will see how we can Dockerize a Spring Boot application and create an image and run that in a container.